My name is Sufyan Sohel, and I serve as the Deputy Director and Counsel of the Chicago office on the Council of American Islamic Relations, or CAIR-Chicago. We are a nonprofit whose job is to protect the civil rights of Muslim Americans. We perform our work through media, litigation, outreach, and advocacy. At any given point, our legal department has about 200 open cases ranging from prisoner rights issues to employment discrimination, school bullying, law enforcement profiling, and disparate interaction. And most recently, airport and airline-related incidents and an increase in travelers being detained or not allowed in the United States. Through 2016, we averaged approximately 400 reported incidents annually of discrimination. This year, our mission has expanded as we find it prudent and our responsibility to continue fighting not only on behalf of Muslims, but on behalf of all those facing injustice, hate, and discrimination in our communities. Hate in all its forms is on the rise. Per the statistics released last fall by the FBI, 2015 saw a 6.8% increase from 2014 in overall hate crimes. There was a 67% reported increase against Muslims, alongside increases facing members of the Jewish, Black, and LGBTQ communities. In the 1 month after the election, there was 1,094 bias-related incidents as collected by the Southern Poverty Law Center, of which the largest incidents were targeted towards immigrants and members of the Black, Muslim, and LGBTQ communities. Our office to date has received 400 reported incidents of discrimination in 2017. If we continue at this pace, we're going to double our case of discrimination from last year. We've had families removed from airplanes, an increase in religious accommodations being denied in the workplace, issues with various law enforcement agencies, amongst other types of cases. Just last week, we had a group of young ladies breaking their fast at a restaurant in the southwest suburbs when they were on the receiving end of some very hateful rhetoric from one of the other restaurant patrons. A few weeks ago, I received a voicemail at my office which stated, and I quote, "Hey, this is America calling. You are not welcome here. We will kill you. You are not welcome here. Get out." Unfortunately, this is not unusual for our office or for members of our community living in the greater Chicagoland area. When the President signed the executive order this past January, we saw over 1,000 attorneys sign up to volunteer their services to assist travelers and their families in need. Our office created an online portal so travelers could enter their travel plans into our database, and that the attorneys on the ground keep an eye on to facilitate entry into our country and city. Muslims and travelers from those 7 listed countries on the travel ban were not the only ones affected. A Mexican father who came to visit his U.S. citizen family was not allowed into the country. A Nigerian woman who came to bury her aunt was detained for several hours before she was sent back home. We've had almost 400 travelers of all faiths, religions, and immigration status contact our office and register on the database, afraid to travel for fear of not being allowed in their country. The Muslim community faces a unique challenge. Unlike most other communities, Muslims must consistently work to reclaim our faith and identity from groups who wrongly and very un-Islamically have hijacked and manipulated Islam and its teachings in carrying out their horrible deeds. No other group is asked so continuously to denounce such acts. At the same time, the increased anti-Muslim sentiment, the huge mistrust between law enforcement and the community, and the ever-increasing rise of incidents of hate targeted at Muslims has made many in my community feel unwelcome in the United States, to many the only country they've ever called home. The anti-Muslim and anti-immigrant rhetoric that we've heard through the election cycle last year has only expanded and engulfed our society. Last week, BuzzFeed News reported that they reviewed more than 50 reports of school bullying since the election and found that kids nationwide are using Trump's words to taunt their classmates. If the president can say those things, why can't they? Statements like, "You are going to be deported. Now that Trump won, you're going to have to go back to Africa where you belong. Build the wall," and the like are now commonplace in our school. This past weekend, anti-Sharia marches and rallies were held in over 24 cities in about 20 states around the country, including Chicago. Sharia, to be clear, is a legal or philosophical code derived from Islamic scripture and meant to guide the behavior of observant Muslims, not unlike guidelines found in Jewish and Christian customs. The rallies were organized by the conservative group Act for America, which the Southern Poverty Law Center calls the largest grassroots anti-Muslim group in America, claiming 280,000 members and over 1,000 chapters. It is important to point out that in 2015, there were only 34 anti-Muslim groups as identified by the Southern Poverty Law Center. And I say only because in 2016 that tripled to 104 groups. This year marks the 75th anniversary of one of the darkest moments in American history, when President Roosevelt signed an executive order that sent over 100,000 Japanese Americans into internment camps. Last November, Carl Higbee, a former Navy SEAL and spokesman for the pro-Trump Great American Hat, cited during an interview on Fox the United States' use of internment camps for Japanese Americans during World War II as a precedent for federal registry of Muslim immigrants. Last week, Fox News contributor and former UK Independent Party leader Nigel Farage floated internment camps for Muslims, saying that unless we see the government getting tough, we will see public calls for those on the terror list to be arrested. If there is no action, then the calls for internment will grow. While Fox apologized for those comments, the fact that they were stated adds fear to a community who is already very much afraid. Muslim registries, as we heard earlier, are not a new phenomenon in the United States. In 2002, the U.S. began the National Security Entry-Exit Registry System, or NSEERS, which registered over 135,000 individuals from 25 Muslim-majority countries in North Korea. Over 10,000 individuals were reported. Not one was convicted in any terrorism-related charges. Instead, NSEERS only marginalized members of the community who are already struggling and feeling welcome in the United States. Government registry programs only result in isolation and divisiveness amongst our communities. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. This inscription by poet Emma Lazarus is found on the Statue of Liberty, a monument that aims to represent the ideals of freedom, America, freedom, safety, and opportunity. Unfortunately, the reality of the United States is that we routinely discriminated against every group that has sought to make America a home. Beginning with our treatments of the Native Americans and the forced migration of African slaves, Americans have discriminated against the Chinese, the Germans, the Irish, the Japanese, the Jews, Mexicans, and now the Muslims. Instead of working on integration and inclusion, we collectively have not learned in the past, and this must change. I've been honored to work with the mayor's staff and alongside other government bodies and community organizations in the One Chicago campaign. We have a long history of inequalities and injustice in our city, specifically targeting minority, immigrant, and low-income populations. This campaign shows the city's commitment to work together to continue to build a more integrated and more welcoming city for all who live in it. We applaud the city for introducing this ordinance. It is one of many, I hope, that come out of the City Council to address the reality so many of our communities face, and I urge you to support it so that our communities can know that Chicago stands behind each resident, regardless of their faith, socioeconomic and immigration status, sexual orientation, or countless other descriptive identifiers that are used to divide us. Our communities must be able to conduct their daily lives and have access to government and societal services without fear that information will be used in the registry program. I am humbled by our partners and allies who provided testimony today, all who work tirelessly in building a city that is safe and inclusive of all that call it home. Each of us is pledged to make a stand against discriminatory federal policies and hateful rhetoric that affect all communities, and I hope you continue to stand by us in protecting our most marginalized communities. Thank you.